Renovation starts right now! So guys, Preston, Paul, Tracy, and Ed. Ed, dude, how's your hand doing, man?
It's unbelievably tender, but it's good to be back.
When I look at my hand, I think back to the flag and what it meant for the Thomas family. This was possibly one of the worst days of my life when I done this, because I was panic-stricken.
And it was that grinding wheel that you guys were working on the flag with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The hand is slowly on the mend. I've got to have a couple more operations on it. To everyone across America who sent me get well cards, get well emails, I'm so glad to be back. Oh, thank you. It's great.
So let me tell you where we're heading, guys. We're on our way to Lawton, Oklahoma, to meet Gene Westbrook and his family. And when you see their tape, you'll see why they need our help. Take a look.
Hi, NBC. We're the Westbrook family from Lawton, Oklahoma.
I'm Katie.
I'm Peggy. I'm Liz.
I'm James. And this is our dad.
10 years ago, Gene Westbrook enlisted in the U.S. Army, and he came up through the ranks, eventually became a drill sergeant. And like many others, he was deployed to Iraq.
Well, he wanted to go there. He went out on patrols. He did a lot of things that he didn't have to do while he was over there. He was just the kind of drill sergeant that you want on your team.
Then in 2004, he was eating in a mess tent, and a bomb went off.
Sergeant Westbrook was injured when he took shrapnel during a mortar attack. The shrapnel punctured one of his lungs and severed his spinal cord. He's now in a wheelchair.
I actually flew out to go to Walter Reed Hospital to visit him. I really almost fainted because his body was so swollen that if somebody had not told me that was him, I would not have recognized him. I was just devastated.
A hero's welcome today for a Fort Sill soldier. A motorcade led Staff Sergeant Gene Westbrook through Lawton back home. Friends and supporters with flags and signs line Gore and 67th Street showing their support.
So Gene was awarded the Purple Heart for his sacrifice. And he no longer had the physical freedom he once had, so his family was really there for him to try and adjust to life in a wheelchair.
I just have a great family that's been behind me the whole time. And I want to get better to where I can go back on post and teach soldiers how to overcome obstacles.
And then tragedy struck again. Gene, Peggy, and their two youngest kids, Katie and James, were driving to a picnic when their van veered off the road and overturned.
We lost a wheel somehow, and the vehicle went tumbling.
I just remember going through the windshield and blood was coming down through my mouth, and I started yelling for you. And it was, I just really thought I was gonna die.
Katie was hanging in her seatbelt. James was unconscious. I could hear the jaws of life ripping into our van, and that is like one of the scariest sounds I think you can hear. So I was kind of thankful that, you know, that you could hear that helicopter because it drowned out the noise.
Peggy somehow survived with minor injuries, but the rest of the family wasn't so lucky. Gene suffered major head injuries. Katie lost one of her kidneys, and then little James slipped out of his safety belt and was tossed around the van and ended up being paralyzed from the waist down and now in a wheelchair, just like his dad.
It was tough to know that I was driving and was part of that wreck. I still feel sad that he's not gonna do the things that I did when I was in school. Run around, chase balls. He's not gonna be able to do any of that stuff.
We came so close to losing them that day. You know, I'd give anything if he could walk. I'd give anything if Gene could walk. But we still have him.
This young, active family all of a sudden has two members of it in wheelchairs, living in a house now that has become a major problem. These guys can't even get to some of the rooms they need to get to. They need to make major changes, but they don't have the money to do that. Gene's on a military salary, and that just doesn't cut it.
Since my dad's come home, you can see he's been broken in his eyes. You just can see it, that he's not himself.
This family is well known and well loved by this community. And this is insane, but we got over 24,000 people that signed a petition asking us to help out the Westbrooks.
I'm Janet Brady, and I am the founder and president of Adopt a Soldier Now. And you cannot know Peggy for 30 seconds without falling in love with this lady. She has such a tremendous load on her shoulders, and she never complains. She just says, I'll get it done. Whatever it takes, I'll get it done.
You know, it's hard to understand why we've gone through all this, but there will be good out of it. We'll make it, you know.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So guys, because so many people asked us to help them, I think some of those people should help us surprise the family. So what do you think? Can we do this?
Absolutely.
All right, well, bring it in here, people. Let's make it happen. Are you with me?
With you.
Well, then let's do it! Woo! The whole town of Lawton is absolutely passionate about helping this family. We're talking about a guy in the last 18 months came back from Iraq in a wheelchair. Next thing you know, a serious car wreck with his family where he flies through the windshield, has head injuries. His young girl is in the hospital, has to have a kidney removed. His young boy is now paralyzed from the waist down just like he is. These guys need help, and we're here to help them. Here we go. Good morning, Westbrook family! Gene, Peggy, Katie, Liz, and James, wake up and come on out here! Good morning!
I've never met a more giving, loving family in my entire life. And to know that this tragedy has happened to them and to see everyone coming together to help, it's just awesome.
I know it's been tough. I don't know how you've been handling it all, man. I can't believe that, you know, you guys are both in a wheelchair.
It's been tough. Mentally, it's been tough because of the accident.
It's been extremely hard on him. Extremely hard.
Servicemen every day are injured, wounded, or killed, and it's a hard community. It's a hard life. You can see how everyone has watched this suffering. And then there's James. And that, if that doesn't touch you. And so we've got a lot of people that are, well, they're gung-ho, and it's gonna be a good week.
So do you want to hear what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, first of all, you guys are going on vacation. And let me tell you where you guys are going, because it's a very special place. It's called the Lakeshore Foundation. It's a place for people with disabilities to go, and they can actually really, really enjoy themselves. You guys can go fishing, you guys can play basketball, anything you want. Meanwhile, we're gonna be building you guys a house, okay? So what do you say? Show me the house, family!
I think for Gene, this community is very, very supportive of him. They are gonna be there for him. They're gonna help him, you know, make this transition that he needs to make. And though he feels probably that he has to do it alone, there are 24,000 people, plus this week, 5 designers that are gonna help him.
So is this everybody?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
You want some help?
Can
I help?
He gets muscle spasms and they like shoot off.
Just losing your independence is what's really tough to see on a guy like Gene, who, you know, has a military background. This guy's a drill sergeant. And to be confined to the wheelchair, I think it's a little tough on your confidence. So this is the one bathroom that everybody uses?
Oh yeah, it's the biggest nightmare of the whole entire house. I think just coming in here and trying to get into that bathtub.
Let's get you out of there. It was obvious that he can't do this alone, especially because it's such a small bathroom. I mean, going into the kitchen, you know, Gene and James, they can't even get to the sink. There's not even a dining room table where the whole family can really kind of sit down together. The house that they're living in has become kind of a trap for them because he can't go anywhere, he can't really do anything independently, and literally has to be taken care of every single moment of the day. So this is your room?
Yes.
Awesome. Do you kind of play video games from your bed?
Yeah.
That is where you kind of like have a lot of fun.
Yes, video games.
So you play a lot of different video games, right? You came up with some video game idea, right? About
Lost and found.
Lost and found. So is that what you want to be? You want to be like a video game designer?
Yeah, person who makes video games.
James is an amazing 9-year-old boy. He has lost the ability to walk, but he's not lost the ability to look at life like every day is an adventure. This kid deserves a fun room where he can really use his imagination and have just a good time anytime he wants to.
Here we go. First off, colours. What do we like, Katie?
Probably mainly green for me because I wear a lot of green all the time, and you can ask my friends, I love green.
I see this award over here. What's this for, basketball or?
Those are both for volleyball.
Brilliant. Okay, well, that's a good thing. I'm looking around this room, and where is the bed?
On the floor in James's room, just in case he needed something during the night.
Katie definitely is a kid that loves to help. She's a good sibling because she just sleeps on the floor of her brother James's bedroom. I want to try and give her a little bit of her childhood back, but my heart definitely does go out to family members who are looking after people in wheelchairs because it ain't easy.
Okay. Okay, so this is your woodworking shop?
Yep, it used to be.
I see you got your little bench here where you could hang your tools.
Yep.
But it's been a while since you've done any of that, huh?
It's been a while.
Did you ever get a chance to kind of show James, you know, what it's like to kind of make something with your hands?
Well, I think we made a bird cage, and that tree house out there was something that he was involved with, too. But he remembers, you know, us coming out here and building it for him and stuff, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's an awesome feeling. That, I mean, that's what I remembered out of the accident too, is us building that treehouse together.
Gene used to do carpentry projects with little James, and it's something I think he really misses doing, working with his hands and using his mind for creativity and having projects. So we're gonna try and give him some of those things back that he hasn't been able to have since the accident.
And this is my room. My bunk bed.
Teenager's room.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking around your room, I see lots of pictures of your friends. And I mean, your room is too small.
Yeah, it's really difficult because my dad has to back out of the hallway in order to get out.
So if I made it where your dad could come into your room really easy, would that be okay with you? So he could come and discipline you?
He used to come in here and he'd watch TV with us. We'd sit on my bed and he'd sit over here and stuff.
So you miss your dad in your room? Because most teenage girls, you know, they're like, Dad, get out of my room. But you actually want your dad to come and hang out with you. I'm so happy that I'm able to do Liz's room. I don't know many teenage girls that could endure that much in such a short time and come out with such a positive attitude. They're just a really tight, close family, and they want to be together. So I think it's very important to give her a room big enough where her dad and her brother can come in and hang out with her.
You really enjoyed being a drill sergeant, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I actually volunteered to be a drill sergeant.
So you actually went back over to Iraq to help train
Iraqi soldiers to be soldiers.
Some of that training you've had, does that come in handy for what you've had to go through yourself?
It's been tough. I mean, to almost die in Iraq and then come here, and I felt like there was a hole in my stomach when I went through the windshield, and I didn't know whether my family was okay or not. That was the toughest portion when I actually woke up in the hospital and I found out that James was paralyzed, and I just couldn't believe that he was paralyzed. I just couldn't believe that. It tore me up to believe that he couldn't walk either.
I can't imagine what that's like, and what a sweet boy he is, man. I know his smile kind of keeps everyone going around here.
Yeah, it does.
We're very proud of him.
Yeah, he's a special kid, man. Gene's been through a lot, not only his own life, but also seeing what's happened to his son. But if anybody can give him some encouragement and some hope, it's seeing that smile on his son's face. And this is what this week is all about. It's about giving a man back his confidence and his independence. They've been hit with one tragedy after another, and what these guys really need right now is hope.
See you guys later!
To meet the builder that's going to help us build a house for this family today, this is Ron Nance with the Oaks Development Company. Well, Ron, is there anything you want to say?
The Westbrook family has suffered enormously. We've had groundswell of support from the community, and what we're going to do is give them a home that they can come back to and have the freedom to spread out in. At the end of the day, all we have is memories, and they're going to give us some of the best memories of our life whenever they come home.
Nice. So here's the thing. So the family has no idea what's about to happen. What do you guys say we let them know?
It's warm. Go.
Look at the size of that one.
Go, James.
Good morning, Westbrook family.
Hi, Ty.
I tell you what, today's a very big day. Today's the day we finally made some changes to a house. It's basically been a very big problem for you guys, and that's all going to change today. And I tell you what, we've got a lot of people that are going to help us do that, and they'd like to say hi. Say hi, everybody.
Wow.
Okay, so I want you to meet our builder. Now, this is Ron Nance, his company, and those guys are going to help us build a house for you guys. So, are you guys ready to take down a house?
When you're doing demolition of a house in a military town, there's only one way you can really bring a house down, and that is with a 60-ton tank.
This is like totally cool.
Westbrook family, we're gonna use a tank to take down your house. So people, are you ready? Let's do the demo! As you can see, we've let in a little more light. Oh no! It's a second strike! Oh! Oh yeah!
Yeah! Kill that house.
So family, say goodbye to the rest of your house.
Yes, we can take it down.
That is literally raising the roof! Well, Westbrook family, I have to say, man, this tank really got the job done. And now it's our turn to get the job done. Hopefully get you guys in a house where we can bring you back some of your independent freedom. So guys, have a great time on vacation. We'll see you when you get back.
Bye, Ty.
Bye, Ty.
Okay, friends, now the concrete guys have actually started pouring our monolithic waffle concrete slab. Now, the reason it's called a waffle slab is if you look, all of these trenches look like massive square waffles throughout this foundation. The reason why we need to put so many concrete beams throughout this slab is this house sits on clay. Clay is one of the most constantly moving substances around, so we need a very, very strong foundation to keep this house from moving. So at the moment in time, we're behind schedule because the slab is so big. However, the framers and the roofers have assured us they are gonna do their best to put us back on track.
President came up with a great design for the worktop table for both Gene and James. They'll each have their own little section of bench top to work at, and we wanted to support it without using legs like we have here for our saw bench.
Both Gene and James love to work in wood, and they love to build things together, and they have not been able to do that. So both Preston and I are very excited about this little wood shop that we're putting together for them. And I think it's going to be a big part of their lives.
When they're in their chairs, they can go wherever they want to be, you know, and they won't run into any kind of legs or things like that.
All right, so I am just trying to figure out what photos I'm going to use in these light boxes that I have going on in Liz's bedroom. I love these. I think it'll make the room look so fantastic. And this week, I've got some really great ideas for Liz's room. And I've found these really neat photo frames that light up on the wall. So I am going to put some of her pictures of her friends and her family in these photos. It's gonna be really cute.
Finally, our walls have arrived. Now, our carpenters have been waiting since 6 o'clock this morning. Now, my math is telling me that we're about 9 hours behind schedule. The good news is, this is where we can usually make up most of our lost time. So let's get them off the back of this truck.
There must have been 500 blue shirts descending on this truck like a team of termites. It's an army community. So when someone does come back injured, they all rally around to help each other.
So one of the things that we practice a lot is putting a good postage stamp on our letter. We give a beautiful house, but you gotta have the appropriate door. And these windows and doors are almost maintenance-free. Side lights, transom, whole thing, aluminum clad, weatherproof. It's beautiful.
I'm trying to do this room for James, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know really much about what he's kind of into. So, I mean, you're his best friend, so what does he like to do a lot?
Oh, he likes to play some games.
Do you usually play games with him?
Yeah.
I mean, is he like really good?
Yeah.
My project this week has been James's bedroom. So this week I've had the help of his best friend, this little guy named Sam. I need 365 squares cut out of MDF that are all 16 by 16, mitered edges, okay? So I need 365 of these, okay? All right, that's a table saw right there. These guys are gonna help out whatever you need. And by today would be great.
What?
So how many soldiers are we hoping to reach today, Janet?
7,000. We have 7,000 newly deployed soldiers.
Wow.
Yeah, this is our sons and daughters in service, and they just need to know that they're loved and supported.
Janet, who nominated the family, has set up a tent, and she heads an organization called Adopt a Soldier. And our goal is to get everyone involved so we can get thousands and thousands of letters to these soldiers that have been deployed.
Have you all got your writing hands connected? Kind of. Follow us and let's write some letters. Come on.
Let's go. I would love it if every single soldier that was over there had at least one family sending them something, or a letter, or, you know, just some sort of appreciation and saying that they're not forgotten. It's just such an easy concept. It really is, you know, and it means so much to the soldiers, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
This is the wood shop. This here is for James and Gene. We're moving ahead, and it's day 5, so maybe by the end of the day we can actually start getting our bench in here and working that in.
In the Westbrook's brand new kitchen, the most important thing was to get everything 34 inches high, which is the ADA requirement for all of the cabinets and the plumbing and everything, all the appliances. That way, Gene and James can come in here and help out, do dishes, hang out with the family without any restrictions. Looks great.
Hey, come on in. So, you are the therapist, right?
Yes.
What's your name?
Amy Carter.
Amy Carter, awesome. I met with this lady by the name of Amy. She is a physical therapist. She knows Gene and James, and she deals with people with special needs and disabilities.
There's a chair that we have been looking at, and it is a powered chair.
Oh, it's a standing chair.
And it will actually stand him so that he can be in a standing position.
That would really give him some of the independence he has lost. To be able to stand like that would be fantastic. The standing wheelchair can really make a difference in Gene's life, especially for Gene, who's a guy who has been a drill instructor who taught and trained other people, you know, about battle, is now a guy who's confined to a wheelchair and really relies on everyone else to take care of his needs. You know, these guys need some of their independence back. I can't wait for them to see all this. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it will be.
Cool.
All right.
Nice. 1, 2, 3.
This is the lovely Katie's room. She loves green, so I'm going to honour that wish and give her a green bedroom. It looks very screen printed and looks kind of artsy, which is the kind of look that we were going for because we really wanted it to be a little bit more mature for young Katie.
Okay, so here's the cool thing. I'm working on James's room. The kid loves video games. He wants to design his own. Well, these are video game designers. They've come in to help me basically not only give him a game, but put him in a game. So we've designed this character after a photograph. This is an outline drawing. This is him with 3 dimension, some color, now some light. Now we're gonna give him some movement. Check this out. Oh yeah, he's cheering on because he's taking out the bad guys. All I gotta say is, yeah!
So the house was ready. The last thing we needed to do was move in furniture, and just as important as furniture moving was tool moving. So Preston and I went to Sears to start with tooling up.
All the things you need to keep things square, plumb, and level.
These are good for small projects.
Coping saws, awls are important. All of them.
That was a fun trip.
We did good. Let's move them down to the green wall over there.
Straight ahead.
Let's put that in the dining room. Dining room just pushed to the side.
Go, 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 go. Now you guys.
Holy moly. Janet, are you in there?
Hey, guys.
Please tell me we reached the 7,000.
Oh, I think we're way over 7,000.
Good job!
We met our goal, over 7,000 letters to soldiers that have been deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Can I help you, please?
Hello, my dear. I would like 7,000 first-class stamps and airmail stamps, please.
Oh, my goodness.
I've had so many soldiers tell me what an impact that such a small act of kindness has had on their life. When they know that they have love and support from home, it just makes it easier for them to do whatever their job and their mission is.
We're going to bring in a few thousand more letters plus 7,000 blue T-shirts that also need to be shipped.
Okay, we can handle that.
All right.
I hope you don't mind working overtime, my dear.
Good luck. Okay, we'll be back.
Thank you, Lawton! Thank you, Fort Sill! Thank you, U.S. Army! Let's bring 'em
For the people in Lawton to sacrifice their time to help us with our house is remarkable. It makes us all feel very special.
James, Gene, you guys were living in a house that wasn't exactly working for you guys. Well, I promise you this. The house behind this bus is going to work for you guys, and there's something for everybody in that house. Are y'all ready to see it?
We're ready to see the house.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, you guys know what this is, so say it with me. You ready? Bus driver, move that bus!
This is something that we never thought we would have. You know, we were happy to have the first house. It just didn't fit us anymore with Gene's disability and now James's disability. It is a beautiful, gorgeous house, and it's so much more than we could have ever dreamed of.
Oh, it's awesome. It's great. Well, I tell you what, we had so much help from not only the town of Lawton, but Fort Sill, the Army, and of course, our builder, Ron Nance, and the guys with the Oaks Development Company.
I tell you, it's been my pleasure.
So I know Ron's got something he wants to tell you guys.
You know, Westbrooks, we're glad you're back. And we've built you a brand new house. The community's also come together and raised $170,000 to pay off your mortgage and create a family fund. So that you guys have a nest egg. So it's been our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Now that we don't have a house payment or anything like that, it's going to be a big relief for us. I'm very appreciative for him doing that. It's tremendous for the family, and I just want to thank him.
Westbrook, would you like to see the inside? Well, follow me. Here we go. Are you ready? Oh, you're ready to tear off, aren't you?
Wow, that is amazing. Peggy, check out this floor.
Yeah, you're not gonna have any more problems getting around.
So much room in here. In the old house, the most frustrating thing about the house was pushing my wheelchair through the doors and just getting around in it. I'm very excited about this new house. It's unbelievable how big it is.
Westbrook family, what do you think of your house?
It's wonderful.
And here's the cool thing. All the hallways, all the throughways, all the aisles, you've got more than a 5-foot radius. So you guys can spin, you can turn. And then over here, you finally got what I think you guys really, really wanted, which was a dining area that everybody can sit at.
I think we're still pinching ourselves waiting to wake up for the dream because it's so functionable for us. And that's what's so important, is being able to function and move around without being on top of each other. It's really exciting.
So guys, what do you think of your house?
It's great.
Yeah. Would you like to see some more house?
Yeah.
Well, then go check out your house.
Oh my gosh. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There was a volleyball and all the players that were on my team signed it, and I thought that was really cool. In my old room, my bed, I didn't have a bed to even sleep on. Now I'm definitely gonna sleep on my bed.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
wow. Look at oh my god. Oh wow.
It's got all my buddies in there.
That is so cool.
I love my room. Everything is just the way it's supposed to be. I can have my parents in there. You know, we can be a normal family and not have to worry about anything.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Good morning, babe. Wow.
Wow.
Look at this. I think both beds are accessible to me, too. Wow.
What do you guys think?
This is pretty cool.
Oh, this is awesome.
We're like in awe. I said it's like living in a 5-star hotel, but I guess had 5 more 10-star.
Well, and the fact that it's all ADA.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Gene's got room to move around now. He's got an adjustable bed. I mean, in here, now you've got your own shower. You'll switch out chairs, you'll go in, be able to be independent, you know? You can actually do this on your own. I know what kind of guy I think you are, and that's the kind of moments you want to have some independence there.
Gene just really felt that there wasn't a whole lot for him to do but get dressed every day and to get undressed to go back to bed. I think that he has a lot more to look forward to now, and even in gaining his independence and pushing independence on him, he's gonna feel like a lot more of a man.
Oh, Mom! I get my own computer! Hey, Mom, you don't need to give me a computer because I already got one! I love this! My favorite part of the house is my room. Thank you, Ty. I love my room!
Look who it is. It's your buddy Sam.
Sam!
So Sam actually helped me a lot with this room.
Sam really was there for James this week, helped me out with the layout and everything. And to see both of those guys having fun in that room made you realize that, you know, James is gonna have some fun times, and that's what it's all about.
So there's this company called Insomniac Games. They do this game called Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction, and it's gonna be out this fall. And the cool thing is, he's actually gonna be in it.
Isn't this cool, Sam? Yeah.
That's gotta be awesome.
Yeah, it's indestructible.
my gosh. Wow.
Cool, Dad.
Look at James, look at all this stuff we can do.
Guys gonna come in?
Sure.
So what do you think? This is an awesome shop.
This is an awesome shop.
All craftsmen, state-of-the-art tools, as good as it gets. Every tool you can imagine. And what I love about it is there's plenty of workspace to get around. So it's finally a place where you guys can get back in and like spend some time together as father and son, making some cool projects.
My favorite place is definitely the wood shop. James and I will spend lots of time out there. It's a bonding time. And now that we got the opportunity to do it, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna do it.
We've definitely gotten you a house, a new home that everyone can get around in a lot easier. But we also found another thing that I think you're really gonna like. It's a standing wheelchair. And this thing,
my gosh.
It was actually made in Switzerland, custom made for you, Gene.
Golly.
So what do you say? Do you wanna try this thing out?
Yeah.
The last few months that I've been working with Gene, he's been, I guess you say down in the dumps. He hasn't really had much emotion, doesn't express himself. I'm hoping it will get him back involved and outside with James. That's what I've been wanting for him for a long time. Just push that button and see what happens.
This is awesome.
So all this is doing is it's just supporting at his knees and his chest. And it's allowing him.
Wow.
That is awesome, wow.
Is he gonna be chasing us around the house like that?
I know. Yeah, exactly. Now he's literally back on his feet. That's amazing.
All right, now in the standing mode, we can go. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's the first time I stood up since I got wounded in 2004, so it felt exhilarating knowing that I could stand up. I mean, to feel that momentum going from my lower extremity to my upper extremity to being held in place and to go everywhere where I did, it was phenomenal. I mean, it was way beyond what I could even imagine.
Whenever you're ready, we'll head outside, because I know some people want to shake your hand.
Give me
Look at that. Aw.
I don't know if the old Gene's going to come back, but seeing the light in his eyes and to see that he can stand up, you know, even if it's the help of the chair, it is just amazing.
Seeing my old buddies out there and seeing half the neighborhood out there, it was awesome. Standing and hugging them, it was beyond belief. I never ever pictured myself doing that again.
Present.
To see Gene standing in that wheelchair in front of his peers and the people he served with, and to be able to actually salute and be saluted to, that's given him independence and confidence that he hasn't had in a long while. And I tell you what, this is a man who deserved to get some of that independence back.
I can't even express how much we appreciate what you've done. I mean, I just can't do it.
Thank you, Lawton. You guys made it all possible. Thank you.
Yeah, Lawton! It was such a great moment to see that very, very proud man standing again. That's why I do what I do every week. That's why I injure myself. That's why I cut myself, bruise myself, because I want to see that reaction of that family's face. If you can give someone back that little piece of independence, then our work here is done, guys. Simple as that.
Well then, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Westbrook family. Welcome home.
I've got all the tools that I'll ever need to do the stuff that I used to do. It's only gonna get better. I want to thank everybody who helped build this beautiful house for my wife and I and my children. I want to thank everybody.
God bless you, brother. God bless you.
I want to thank the Adopt a Soldier program that really helps out a lot when we're over here getting letters from everybody else. We really appreciate all those letters that you guys send us. I want to say hello to my wife, tell her I love her very much, and that I'll be home soon to see you.